Maybe restart. Okay. I'm thinking out loud. The mayor just messaged me. I try to join. Tries keeps booting me out. Like maybe restart your computer.
Yep, that might be an idea. That's always a good one. And if
Yep.
not, get a hammer to it.
I tell you what, Glenn. About 8:40, I was about ready to take a fucking hammer to my laptop. I'll tell you that. It was coming into it. I like shut it, like took it and shut it, and I literally. You ever like had something in your hands that you wanted to throw, and you did it like you threw it, but you actually kept it in your hands?
Yep,
That's
I've
what it
done
was
it to
like.
this one.
Yeah,
This has had that happen to it.
that's what I was. That's what I do. Before I had to use Miss AW iPod's laptop. The mayor currently his laptop is running like a man with no legs. His words, not mine. So he'll be here when he gets here. Glenn, let me ask you this.
Go on.
I heard that there's like a big soccer or football or sockball, whatever you want to call it, match on Sunday.
Is
If
there?
you had to put money on this thing, who would you place your France would be on Argentina?
Argentina. Purely because they've got Messi.
Really?
Yes.
I'm a bit surprised by that.
The man could do nothing for 89 minutes and just have a minute of absolute sheer brilliance and turn a whole game.
That's true. That is very, very, very true. And even at his age, he's what, 44, and he's still doing it.
Yep.
That last goal he didn't score it, but he assisted on it. That last goal against Croatia, that Croatian defender is still trying to find his socks because he doesn't know where they went.
No.
You ever seen Top Gun? Have you ever seen that movie Top Gun, the first one?
I have, yes.
And they're talking to the Iceman, and then he's like, "Oh, where'd he go? Where'd who go?" That's what he was like. Where'd who go? He didn't know where. He didn't know where Messi went. He didn't know where he went. For me, I don't know. I feel like France is just too like well-rounded of a team. I feel like they're more well-rounded of a team than Argentina is. And the Argentina goaltender, like you said, it's a Tottenham, which that's Spurs, right? They call Tottenham Spurs.
They do, yeah.
So
Hugo Lloris,
goalkeeper, as you said. I think he's only faced like 4 or 5 shots the entire tournament, and he just doesn't seem like if you put pressure on him. To me, I just don't feel like he'll be able to hold up. But I hope you're right. I want Argentina to win. I just don't think they will.
Yeah. I just can turn my light on. I'm wondering why it was a bit dark.
All right. Well, we started without you anyway, pal. Don't worry. I'm talking to the mayor. He can't hear me, but I'm talking to him. I don't know what's wrong, but it's trying to restart now. Just start without me. I'm about to break things this week. Well, me and the mayor got something in common. We're about to break shit. We're about to break shit.
Let there be light, and there was. I think we lost the mayor.
Yeah, he just messaged me and said that he's trying to restart it right now. And he said, "Start without me." Well, we did, pal. We did. We already have started without you, pal.
What a week in bloody rested it's been. That's because we put piece of business on hiatus.
Yeah, now that there's something to talk about. Well, yeah, there was a few interesting things that happened this week, right? Some people got fired.
It certainly was. Well, it started off with the rumor going round by the dirt sheets that Vince was coming back and caused all sort of panic with that. The share prices took a tumble.
Yeah, at least that's what I heard.
And thankfully, I can't actually see if there was even any sort of remote thought of it. The fact that the shares went down will get all the shareholders going, don't let the old man anywhere near this anymore.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do. I know that Vince has like the most controlling stake or whatever, but there's another 49%. And a lot of that's not owned by people who work for WWE, and they're not going to be cool with the man who's getting all these sexual assault claims coming back. So that's why when I read stuff like Vince wants to come back, well, he may very well want to come back, but guess what, motherfucker? That shit's just not going to happen.
No, it's not.
It just is not going to happen.
And then, of course, after that, we had the departure of Mandy Rose.
Holy nipples on the internet, Glenn. Holy nipples on the internet.
Oh, I know. It had nothing to do. Apparently, it had nothing to do with nipples on the internet.
Really?
WWE are quite happy with nipples on the internet.
Goddamn.
What they weren't happy with is the site that she's using.
Yeah.
Apparently isn't a very secure site, and she was told quite a few times that it's not a secure site, don't use it. Now, we're quite happy if you go and do your bits and pieces on OnlyFans or something like that, which is
right,
because security is better. No, she carried on, got pictures leaked, and they basically said, "We told you, off you go."
And I don't think like this is going to be it forever for her. Like I could see, in 6 to 8 months that she'll be back.
They'll let it calm down again. Again, it's a shareholder thing. You are talking about a publicly traded company. You're not talking about the WWE of the 2000s.
Right.
Like most people that are arguing against it are talking about. You know, how could they be so hypocritical when they had women on doing Playboy shoots and all the rest of it?
Man.
Well,
don't try.
Hey, he moves.
Don't try to fuck with us.
He moves.
No, I'm here. I am. Apparently, I needed to restart and do some updates because every time I ever actually use this computer is to do this podcast right here. Otherwise, it doesn't get turned on.
It's your podcast computer. That's kind of like this thing. I'm not even using mine because as I was talking to Glenn, I was also having laptop trouble, so I had to get the wife's computer out because I was ready to throw mine against the wall, just like you're ready to throw yours against the wall.
Yeah. Apparently that's all it needed. It just needed to be updated. But literally, like I said, I don't ever turn this computer on until about 9:50 p.m. on Friday night.
9:53. Let's be honest with ourselves.
And he's frozen again.
Uh-oh. Oh,
God. Am I here?
There he is.
Oh, yeah, you're back.
we were just discussing this whole Mandy Rose situation, sort of, kind of.
And I say that the amount of people that have been using the argument, well, how hypocritical are the WWE when they used to have encouraged their female talent to do Playboy shoots and the rest of it. But that was a totally different company back then. It wasn't a publicly registered company with shareholders that are twitchy anyway at the moment.
They also had Mae Young give birth to a goddamn hand on TV. I don't think that would happen nowadays either, would it?
No, it definitely wouldn't.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different rating system. I mean, it was not PG television either. It had, TVMA when it started on the television. So, like, their sponsors were directed towards a different group of people at that time as well.
That's right.
Your sponsors direct as well as your shareholders in a publicly traded company more than what actually takes place in the ring, no matter how much the neckbeards like myself that watch matches trying to enjoy them have any concept on what actually goes on behind the scenes and how things are really decided.
Yeah, I have $0 wrapped up in WWE. None. I have zero.
I wish I did this year because I completely lost my ass in the stock market, and WWF's up from about $51 to, I don't know, last time I checked it was like 75, 76 a share. So that's still a almost a 50% increase in your money.
So the whole rumor of Vince coming back hasn't done them too badly. That they're still doing okay.
No, it went down for about a day and then shut up again.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
the WWF is going to be fine as a company, provided they still keep their network deal, their deal on Fox, and they get their Saudi Arabia money. They're going to be absolutely fine.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then I saw people try to bring up like Charlotte was on, the ESPN, the body issue, and she was nude, but you couldn't see anything but her fucking butt. So I don't think that's the same thing as you can get on Instagram and see Mandy Rose's butt every second of every hour of every day. So that's not the same thing either. And like, I get it. I feel bad for Mandy Rose. I think that she's grown a lot as far as better in-ring wrestler over the last year and a half. And it sucks that she's gone, but when you have a job, if you're told, multiple times not to do something, you keep doing it, you're going to get fired. I'd get fired. Glenn get fired. The mayor would get fired. That's just the way it goes.
Especially when what you're doing is earning you about 3 times as much money as the job you're doing. Why are you bothering to do the job?
Right.
Yeah, especially, and there's two faces of that NXT company, and she happens to be one of them at the time.
Yeah.
She is the main title holder of that company for the women's brand.
That's right.
For longer than Macho Man and CM Punk held a title in most recent reigns. So, that says a lot. They had a lot of faith in her, and they let her.
That just says how bad the women's division down in NXT is, really.
That says it as well. But...
Well, we got a new NXT women's champion now, and it's the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez. Which I kind of just felt like that was just the way they were going, but apparently they rewrote the whole show because they were going to let go of Mandy Rose. So, yeah. So that's what happened in this week.
But she did great, and I hope the best for Toxic Attraction because I'm big fans of them, and I hope the best for them, and that they don't just get lost on the wayside because of all of this. Because I think specifically Jacy Jane has worked her ass off on becoming better in the ring and in the gym, on the mic, everything. I think that they've got something special with her, and if they let her just keep growing, they have something special there.
Yeah, she used to wrestle like she had 2 left feet, and that's not that at all. And everything that she used to do on camera just seemed forced, and now it seems natural. It's kind of crazy because Gigi Dolan or Presley Kelly or whatever her name used to be, she's been wrestling for years, and Jacy Jane seems to be light years ahead of her as far
now
as
it
the
is
character work. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've heard Gigi Dolan say more than 10 words.
No.
So.
You can get away with that when you're on the independents.
I thought you were going to say something else, but yeah, that too. But yeah, that too. So anyway, that is the soap opera that is wrestling this day and age. All right, maybe you missed it, just so you know, the sockball expert of the 3 of us, Glenn Abbott Armbar here, said if he had to put money on the World Cup final on Sunday, he would put it on Argentina. So our softball expert Glenn Abbott has stamped his approval. Argentina's winning on Sunday.
I'm pulling for Argentina, and I think the third place game is going to be great too. I think that's a really fun game.
Croatia versus Morocco.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
It should be. It'll be interesting.
Maybe just because I'm really getting into sockball these days, and I'm sad that I'm gonna see it go in America here.
Yeah.
Well, what worries me about that third place game is that those 2 got to the third place playoffs without scoring a goal in normal time.
That's what I thought too. I thought, well, that's
so we've got 90 minutes. We got approximately 97 minutes of watching no goals for on tomorrow.
Yep.
And honestly, it's a third place game. If they go 90 minutes and nobody scores, let's just call it a fucking draw. You can both be in third place. Who fucking cares? Are we really going to do extra time and penalties to be in fucking third place? No. No, I'm not doing that.
Let's just let Croatia and Morocco both celebrate their time in the spotlight.
That's right.
Exactly. All right. Well, it is time. We are going to watch more of TNA's first. Oh no! You do that. Hold on. All right.
NWA
TNA's first pay-per-view. It's the main event of the show. This is the NWA Heavyweight Championship match. It's hold on, I know what it's called. 1 second. I wrote this down. I didn't write it down, but I posted it on Instagram. At least I hope I did.
King of the Mountain?
No, I wish it was King of the Mountain because those matches, the rules of those matches were hilarious.
Gauntlet for the gold, it says up here.
Gauntlet for the gold is what it is. It is the Gauntlet for the gold match.
Get it on the screen.
Oh, does it say? Well, I didn't even look at the screen.
Where does it say it? Am I just missing it?
What?
Next to the little duck up on the left-hand corner.
Oh, I can't see that.
TNA Gauntlet for the gold.
Oh, you're right. There. Good eye, Glenn. Good eye. The much older man sees better than both of us. It's basically just a Royal Rumble match, and then the last 2 guys left are going to have a little match to decide who is the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion. It's an hour and 2 minutes and 59 seconds if you're going to watch along with us at a later date, or you can watch along if you go to twitch.tv/AWIPod or on the Spotify app. Are you fellas ready?
I'm ready, but when you say a little match, you don't mean a little match like our second match from last week, right?
God damn, if this was a Royal Rumble of little people, wouldn't that be fucking amazing? God, that'd be great.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify before we pushed play. I didn't know.
I wish.
I want to know what I'm getting into.
If anybody knows of a little person Royal Rumble that we could watch, make sure you let me know.
The ladder match is really good.
Now, would they have to go over the top rope or just the bottom rope?
No, it's no,
because no one's getting eliminated over the top rope.
No, the top, are they?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we are. Jeff Jarrett is the first one in the ring. He is the number one choice, I guess. He's been spending his days working hard on the go, but the hands of the cop keep spinning too slow. He can't believe he's number one in the gauntlet for the gold tonight.
Well, wouldn't he book him for TNA at this time?
Well, I think he owned the fucking promotion.
That was Buff I was like, is that Buff Bagwell running in?
It is Buff.
It is Buff Bagwell, yes.
Wow, he's buff and he's the stuff.
He flexed.
And Jeff Jarrett just stood there waiting for him.
The fans are going fucking wild for this. This is the biggest pop Buff's got in 10 years. What'd you say?
So this is like a standard Royal Rumble. Every 90 seconds, someone's coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for they were bold enough to actually put the whole fucking clock up on the screen. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We've already got elimination. Jarrett lost. He booked this thing and still lost to the first one.
He's like, fuck it, throw me out first.
I mean, that's the way to get money. You just get thrown out immediately.
I mean,
I wasn't watching TNA back at this time, but it seems strange watching it with a proper square ring.
Oh, yeah. That's true. They started with this. I don't know how long they go before they go to the fucking, whatever. Was it an octagon?
Oh,
no, it wasn't an octagon. It was 5, right? It was weird. I don't know. I never really understood that. Like, it seemed like that would be harder to do moves off the ropes because you can only hit a certain spot because the ropes aren't. I don't know. I think it would be weird.
And apparently the ring was really stiff with the way the boards had to be set up as well.
Like
taking flat back bumps on it was very difficult or painful, I should say.
I would have thought so, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine it wouldn't be. Yeah, because
I know, Glenn, you've taken flat back bumps in your day.
Yes.
Taking a flat back bump, even on a trampoline, hurts like heck after a while.
Holy shit, it's MJF. I mean, no, wait, that's not MJF.
Is that the guy Tony Khan just signed?
Doesn't it look like MJF?
What's his name, Maximilian or something?
I don't know who the fuck that is. Is that Zach Gibson in the first row?
Wait, it kind of looks like Lash LaRue from WCW.
Maybe it is Lash LaRue.
Is it?
Doesn't he really does look like he looks like a less groomed MJF who doesn't work out? He really kind of does.
I thought it was kind of Sami Callihan-ish, but Sami Callihan would be way too young to be in here.
Yeah.
Right? Definitely. I do see some Sami Callihan too. I get that. Oh my God, Jeff Jarrett's a house of fire here. He's line them up and throw them over.
Take that, slap nuts. Now you got time to sing a song for the next 35 seconds.
Days whipping Lash LaRue's ass. It was kind of hard, but he got. I don't know. That's all I got. That's
now
it.
I got 24 seconds to just stand in the ring
tonight.
Tonight.
Okay, I have to run upstairs with my charger, so you guys keep this thing rolling. Oh, it's Norman fucking Smiley. I want to see the big wiggle first. Is he going to do the big wiggle?
Big wiggle. You can't miss out on the big wiggle.
He better do the big. He's not going to do the big wiggle.
Is it WCW owned? Do they own the rights to the big wiggle? Nope. We got a wiggle there. Brent, you missed it. It happened at approximately 72 seconds left on the clock. You got Jeff Jarrett and Norman Smiley. Do you think the odds of Norman Smiley winning this are pretty good, Glenn?
No, none whatsoever.
0. He does have that nice dual scoop slam.
Did I miss it? Oh, he's
You
gonna do it.
missed something.
Oh,
There's
here
a
it comes.
dance, but
Here it comes. It's the big wiggle. Oh
No, it's not.
bitch.
It's the big boot to the goulads.
He made Norman Smiley's little Norman frowny. He's now Norman Frowny.
Oh, we never got the big wiggle either. I'm nuts.
No.
If I ordered this pay-per-view, I want my $9.95 back, damn it.
Oh man, he kicked him right in the Jimmy.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it gonna be?
Take a drink if they're dead.
Let's see. I have no fucking idea who this guy is. It's the Latin American
Dan
Warrior.
It's I was gonna say it's Dan Bautista.
Dave's younger brother, Dan, yeah. Only he does not walk alone. Well, hey!
I'm sure that's him. I'm telling you, it's Batista.
He's doing Batista shit. That was a Batista-esque clothesline and another one. This guy's a house of
If he shakes
fire.
the ropes, this is Batista, I'm telling you.
Maybe.
They signed him.
I'm not gonna argue with you. What's he got on his ass? That's a weird question, isn't it? It's not a question I ask every day. What's on his ass?
It looks like it says cheeks.
It probably
makes
does say
sense.
cheeks. I mean, it would be accurate.
We got 40 seconds of Jeff Jarrett holding the ropes here, right?
Jeff Jarrett versus this mountain of a man. Dan Bautista. Dumbass. You got to throw him over the top rope. Oh, through the middle rope ain't going to do shit. You stupid? God damn, kid. You got to throw him over the top rope. Batista has the best entrance song in the history of wrestling. I won't take no for an answer.
It's really good.
Tell me you've never listened to it and scream "I Walk Alone" at the top of your lungs. You know you
Yeah.
have. I have. I did it this morning.
There's a lot of theme songs that I do that too, but it's probably because I'm a nerd.
That's has a lot to do with it. Who's hitting the ring now? Oh, it's K Quick.
We got K Quick.
Or our
He
Truth.
hit it really quick.
Now. Remember when him and the Road
Hopefully
Dogg were a
R-Truth
tag
is doing
team?
well.
Oh yeah, I think he tore his quad. I think Vince McMahon himself.
When you're 52 years old, you shouldn't be jumping in the air doing splits either.
Definitely should. What just happened? Okay, and we're back.
No matter how good of shape you're in, it's probably
I thought it was
not
the fucking Undertaker for a second.
That would be something. Imagine if TNA debuted the Undertaker on their first pay-per-view.
That would be. I mean, they would have got a whole lot of buys for the second one. That's for sure. Do you remember that when it was Road Dogg and K Quick, and they would come out and do like a rap? They'd be like, "Oh, the Road Dogg and K Quick getting rowdy."
R-Truth still does the same entrance song 20 years later.
Yeah. The third guy in was Lash LaRue.
Okay.
Oh, I called it.
Who's this Dan Batista gentleman?
Apollo.
Whoever
he is.
What a name.
Yeah.
Apollo.
He's Apollo, not Cruz.
Apollo snooze, as in I'm gonna go to sleep watching him wrestle.
I mean, he's really got the Batista kind of like wish.com look going.
He's the dollar store Batista.
Yeah, they got him at Dollar General, which is
exactly
where they would shop at TNA.
Like when your mom's like, oh, you're like, oh, can we get the Dave Batista action figure? And you're like, no, we have Dave Batista at home, and that's the Dave Batista you have at home. Who the fuck is this guy?
Is that Ming the Merciless from Flash Gordon?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Is that Damien Demento off the steroids?
I was gonna say Perry Saturn, but I'm not sure he was.
Well, he does look like Perry Saturn.
Is it Slash?
His name is Slash.
Hmm.
So we had Lash, and now we've got Slash. Good thing they weren't out here at the same time. That'd be really fucking confusing.
Yeah, Lash and Slash, and that guy just looks like that's James Mitchell, isn't
That's
it?
James.
Yeah, that's James Mitchell. Yeah.
Now, which one is Slash? Are we talking Dave Batista or
the one that
other
just
guy?
came in? The guy with the black pants, Slash.
And the other guy's name is Apollo, right?
Apollo, yeah.
Okay.
Not Cruz. or Creed either. He's not Apollo Creed.
Creed.
Don't call me Apollo Crews or Creed Apollo. That's his name. That's how they introduce him. I'm not making that up either. I made it up.
I loved when the Miz used to call Apollo Crews Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he like was doing it accidentally or not, or just like inherently just wanted to call Apollo Creed.
I was just gonna say he probably fucking did it on purpose. All right, so we're actually getting some bodies staying in the ring now. Who's going to be? I don't even know what number we're at, and I don't even know how many numbers are coming in.
8, maybe
something like that. So Jarrett threw out 2, right? 2 or 3. Who the fuck is? It's Big
Steiner.
Papa.
This is Del Rios, and this is number 10 coming in.
Del Rios.
Del Rios.
He has a Superman thing on his butt. That has to be. It's not Steiner.
It says here is Del Rios was an exact clone of Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, except for less steroids.
Yeah. He's medium Papa Dump.
Yeah.
Big Papa Dump. Boy, they were scrounging the fucking bottom of the barrel to find motherfuckers to be in this shit, weren't they?
Yeah, they certainly were.
At least they had Tans, Eric Bischoff.
Fucking goddamn Scott Steiner tribute band out here. He ain't even landed any kicks.
It's like when you go to the fair and it says Journey, and then underneath it's a really small print says cover band.
Yeah.
Like Journey's going to be at your local fair.
Yeah.
Do not stop believing.
Yeah,
They're ganging up to get
believing.
Apollo out, which is smart. He's the biggest man in here. I'm pulling for Big Papa Dump here. I believe he's going to pull it out. I mean, look at that body, pal.
He's just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
He took a midnight train going straight to Huntsville, Alabama, where the show took place.
I was going to say, and then he bought a Shoney's.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh, is that Abyss?
That is Abyss, isn't it?
I don't know if that's what he's called right now,
They're
but
calling him Justice in here, but yeah, it's Abyss.
Justice, huh?
Is it
Wow,
Chris Parks?
Joseph
I think
Parks,
that's his name.
yeah.
Joseph Parks.
Yeah. Justice. They really. What do we call him? Let's call him Justice.
It's given the most generic ring gear ever.
Ooh. Well, I mean, he probably decided that for himself.
Yeah.
That ring gear doesn't really do him justice, does it?
No, it doesn't. Not that body.
I think Big Papa Dump here should be brought to justice on fucking stealing Scott Steiner's identity.
So we have a guy named Justice that's not Sid. We've got Dave Bautista in here. We got Big Papa Dump.
And Barry Saturn.
and Barry Saturn. And then Jeff Jarrett and R-Truth still living alive.
Right, the only true stars in this. I mean, those guys are still fucking. I haven't heard much about Jeff Jarrett being on AEW TV though, so I don't know if he's been on TV recently. I don't watch it, so I don't know. I mean, in fairness, I haven't watched wrestling in a while.
Got a few coming up you should recognize.
Oh, that's too bad. I like the ones I don't recognize better. Oh, that was a nice little Scorpion Death Drop by Slash. I don't know whether he should be wrestling or forming a fucking rock band with a name like Slash.
Is that Lance Storm in the front row? Oh, it's K-Dog.
Hey! Come on, be serious for a minute, Mayor. No way,
Okay, it's the mayor. It's Max Moon.
That is Max.
Max Moon.
What do you mean that's not Max Moon?
Well,
That's what I know him as.
look at that, rolling clotheslines. He's wrestling in jeans too, which I always find is a bold statement is to wrestle in jeans.
And how do you have a belt on your jeans and they're still below your butt crack? That's impressive.
That's just how he rolls.
Yeah.
And he rolled on the ground.
A lot of people rolled at that time.
I mean, in the year 2004, that's how I wore my pants, just like that.
But it's
just
hard to
like
do with
that.
the
I
belt.
wore them.
Uh-oh, we lost.
That's supposed to be. There's supposed to be ads, but I signed up for ad free because I knew we were watching this, so I knew it's because I didn't want to show any ads.
So is this Impact Plus then?
No, it's on YouTube. You can watch it for
Okay.
free on YouTube. I just didn't want to. It'll throw ads in there. I just didn't want to play the ads, so I just signed up for a month of.
Because I was thinking about
No
getting
ads.
Impact Plus just to check out all the
It's
old
actually
stuff.
not bad. You can get a whole year for like $70, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
No, it's what I do.
Go back and watch all this, which I just purchased for $5. Purchase access to a Google Drive that has a whole bunch of old WCW from the 90s, like 90s, like the whole year of 1996 Saturday Night, WCW Pro, WCW Worldwide. Which I mean, if you follow WCW Deep Cut, he's given access to his drive for the rest of the year. So if you want to check that out for $5, you can.
What's his name from ECW? I always
Joel
forget his
Gertner,
name.
I believe, right?
Joel Gertner. He used to wear a neck brace, right? And like cheetah print.
Yeah.
I also think he's lost a lot of weight by this point because when I remember in ECW, he was a bit heavier.
Well, he was probably eating better back then.
Well,
he hasn't had a job for 14 years.
Since ECW closed. He's like, I haven't had a sandwich in 6 years. And when I get in that ring, I'm going to fight my way to a sandwich.
He says, and footlongs at Subway are only $5 back then, too.
Oh, God. Look at these guys.
Stevie Richards, maybe? No. It's Low-Key and Bulk Hogan.
Bulk Hogan. He looks like, I don't know what to say.
What's his name?
I'm disappointed.
Kwee-wee?
I'm disappointed because it says here that that's Bruce, but I was expecting a shark to come out.
A shark?
Yeah, well, that's Bruce, wasn't it? From Finding Nemo, Bruce the shark.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So this is Bruce, huh? Just Bruce.
It's Bruce Balea.
Just Bruce. You said they dug some people out with this one.
Brucey Beefcake is his new name, actually. They just put the beefcake.
I think the other guy was in WCW, though. Wasn't his name Kwee-wee? Or am I completely misremembering that?
No, we're good. We're good.
Maybe.
Okay, I recognize this guy.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Rick Steiner has had better days.
Gas getting down to the ring right now.
He's come out to sort out the bloke that's nicking his brother's gimmick.
Oh, yeah, that guy's fucking dead.
Oh. He's probably confused and sees Scotty in there, and he's like, Scotty!
Steiner line! He's like, who the fuck are you? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's how to do it.
The genetic bleak has gone down. The genetic bleak has gone down. Oh,
there's one out.
Slash is out of here. He's back to his garage band now.
He's been slashed.
Oh, Justice is about to reinforce some justice. No, he's not. Oh, his shirt says "Fight Me," so that's fun.
He's gone.
Oh, there's some justice there.
So, what year was this? 2002?
2004.
2004. Okay.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett's still hanging on. He's number one entrant. He's still in there.
I bet they've got some scores to settle.
Oh, Steiner.
Jeff Jarrett. Yeah.
Let's see who we got now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think the mayor. Mayor, did you freeze again?
No. I was just watching.
No.
Oh,
no, you're just watching.
I'm here.
Okay,
he was enthralled by it.
Yes.
Okay, this guy looks like a meth head.
This is Malice.
Man, I live in Nebraska. I know what a meth head looks like, and he looks like one.
I think they just flipped through a thesaurus and picked out these names.
Yeah.
Malice, Thrash, Slash, Crash.
Yeah, everybody's got one name.
Smashes Trash. And Lash.
Maybe that's where Vince McMahon got that idea from. He's like, that damn TNA, they all only had one name. Why can't we all just have one goddamn name? It's easier to say. I can remember it. It's fine.
You forgot about Lash because that was actually a real name.
Yeah. Uh-oh, there he goes. Speaking and there goes Terry. Or Gary. It's Gary Balea.
Oh, there goes R-Truth.
Oh, the genetic freak is out. Oh, I like how he held on to R-Truth. That was nice. Uh-oh.
Malice kryptonite.
Just did an 8-ball. He's ready to chuck everybody out of this battle royal. That was terrible.
Yeah, Conan wasn't feeling taking that bump.
No, he said, that don't work for me, brother.
Not quite as bad
Oh,
as Top
Dave-
Dollar
I think-
tonight, but
I think Dave Batista's winning this whole thing. He's
oh,
I don't know. I like this meth head. He's Rip Pereira. He just did a foilie and now he is ready. No one can hurt him. He just did a bunch of meth.
he's a large man.
business
That's
is
not
about
the
to
wall.
pick up.
That's not the wall, is it?
I don't think so. You gotta remember the
froze
wall
for
having
a
that many
No,
tattoos.
skin the cat.
Look at this fucking genetic freak.
Why would you go to the top rope?
That's
He
all
actually
people
showed
do
up.
that.
He was sober enough to make it there, poor Scott.
Mm.
Well, he's looking pretty good right here.
Yeah, he is. He's looking real good.
Apollo's been standing on the top
Is
rope.
it 2004? I think he was actually sober at this time.
This must have been just after WWE released him, then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Armstrong's trying to tell me, man, get the fuck out of here. My brother was the goddamn Candyman.
Oh, nice kick. Wow.
I like this Apollo guy.
Yeah, whatever happened to him? I feel like they really dropped the ball on Apollo there.
He went into orbit, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'd never heard of the guy until today. I was going to call him Rico Suave. Uh-oh. Outsider's edge, splat. Spend your day working hard to go with that, bitch. That's what he said after he did it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
And we're back. I mean, that guy kind of looks like Scott Hall if Scott Hall took Scott Hall took steroids and cut his hair. The Apollo guy, doesn't he?
Oh, the Apollo guy? Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
A little bit. A little bit. I don't like this guy. He's very trailer park to me. And I just don't like his face.
He is.
I don't
He's
know
like
why.
if JBL made wrong decisions in his life. Like,
Is that fucking Toby Keith? That's
I thought it was
motherfucking
Chavo
Toby Keith.
Guerrero at
That
first.
guy, that Apollo guy, right? He was known as Apollo, the Great Apollo, Apollo with one L, Grand Apollo with one L, Nuevo Grand Apollo, and Peter L. Stripper.
I'm sorry, was that last one?
Peter L. Stripper.
Pizza L Stripper?
Peter L. Stripper.
Wow, goddamn.
I still can't believe that's not Toby Keith, is
That's motherfucking Toby Keith, and he just gave Jeff Jarrett a suplex, and now him and Scott Hall threw Jeff Jarrett out of the ring. So
He just pulled off a hell of a suplex there.
I don't know if I believe Toby Keith actually once made an offer to buy TNA Wrestling when fucking Dixie Carter owned it, but I think she turned it down. I might be wrong on that, but I think at one point he tried to buy.
I didn't realize he was that big of a guy. I mean, he's got to be 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, I think he's taller than that. I think he might be like 6'6".
Jesus, yeah, he looked huge when he was in there, and those are big guys he's in there with.
So Apollo
he
and
was
Scott
the
Hall
same
said,
height
hey,
as
man,
all
we
of
look
them.
kind of like, let's beat this meth head's ass, which I mean, smart wicked. It's hard to fight crackheads. Crackheads will fight you all night for $5. I'll tell you what. I don't care
Whatever happened to Scott Hall's son?
Yeah, that's a good question. I know he's wrestling over in Noah.
I thought he wrestled in Japan,
Oh,
and
look,
then
it's Lil Cass. Lil Cass is out here.
it is little Cass.
He's 5'8" tall, and you can't teach that. Oh, look at this guy. I don't know who he is.
He's
really.
SAWFT, soft.
Who the fuck is this? And why did he come? Is that Gangrel?
It looks like Gangrel.
Well, how come
It's a Gangrel ripoff.
It's a ripoff? It looks like him.
Called Vampire Warrior.
The
There's
Vampire
no way that's
Warrior.
not Gangrel, right?
I don't know. I think it is him.
It might well be. They called it in Vampire Warrior.
I might be wrong, but I've been wrong before many times.
I wasn't sure if it was. It looks like Gangrel and Mike Awesome grew into one person.
Like
see what it says
Mike
about
Awesome.
Vampire
Like if Mike
Warrior.
Awesome took the Gangrel gimmick instead of the fat chick Thriller.
Grill Awesome. Gang Awesome. I'm trying to think of Mike.
I'm pretty
Grill.
sure he's passed away by now, though, right?
Gang Grill?
No,
he's
no, no.
not.
Mike Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Mike Awesome's gone. He's long gone. Definitely. I don't know. You mean like present day or you mean 2000 5.
No, I meant during this pay-per-view.
He probably was still around then.
Oh,
but
okay.
He's not around now. That's what I meant. Here we go. Who's it going to be? I don't know what number we're on because they never showed me.
All right.
Probably
It's
about
Gangrel.
17, 18.
It's the real Gangrel.
David
this
Heath?
time he Vampire Warrior.
Is that Devin Storm or Crowbar?
Crowbar.
It is Crowbar. Or Dangerous Devin Storm. I believe he follows me on Twitter now. So who knew?
Very
Who knew
dangerous.
one day he would follow me on Twitter? Who knew?
Not back then.
No. I was 1 year removed from high school. And we won't discuss what I was doing because it was nothing good. There's nothing good going on in my life in the year 2004. Not one single thing.
Boom.
Oh,
nice.
We know who else is coming now. You all know everybody else that's coming now.
Well, that's good. Well, or it isn't. I'm not sure. I know Ken Shamrock's in this motherfucking thing somewhere.
I feel like they liked Sabu back then too, so I'm assuming Sabu makes a run in.
Maybe I could see Sabu being on this thing. I don't believe he was signed in WWE in 2004. Couldn't have been because they didn't do the WECW thing until like 2006, 2007, right? Something like that.
Yeah, Scott's just relaxing over there.
And he said, "Fuck this shit. Let y'all can beat up Lil Cass all you want. I don't care."
You're just enjoying it. You're laughing and
Yeah. Now he wants to punch somebody. Change his mind. The crowd has been on. Most of them have been on their feet this entire time, which is impressive because they haven't shown us a lot.
I feel like people just inherently love Royal Rumbles.
I
know I do. Oh, it's fucking Steve Corino.
Yep.
I watched Steve Corino have a no disqualification match in Ring of Honor with BJ Whitmore, and they cut each other. They were bleeding everywhere, and literally he took out a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and he had a full bottle, and I'm pretty sure it was real rubbing alcohol because he pulled the tab of it off. You know how you have to pull the thing off. They poured it all over him, and I remember just going, "What? I don't know what y'all got paid for this, but it was not fucking enough." You didn't
Oh.
Not enough.
No.
Old Steve Corino.
Oh gosh, he kicked to the Jimmy.
He did. He kicked him right in his Jimmy. Goddamn.
Jim Cornette's coming out?
No, I wish. Steve Corino, king of old school. I don't think he was with he's probably still doing OVW at this point.
James Mitchell saved him.
What a save by James Mitchell there. The old sinister.
One of the most underrated managers there's ever been.
Yeah, see, I didn't see a whole lot of him. I only saw him when he was with Mortis and Raph in WCW.
Ooh.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know too much about James Mitchell. I mean, I saw him with Abyss and TNA and with, like you said, Mortis, I remember. And mainly just being with Abyss.
He's been doing a really good work in Impact lately.
Oh, he's still doing it, huh?
Oh, gosh, Shamrock looks like he just ripped someone's head off for fun.
I would just jump out of the ring. Unless
I'm gone.
Straight out of the top. This is for the NWA title, and this isn't 1980. Man, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm out of here. All right. No.
Yeah, Shamrock was a bad man. He's still a bad man.
No, you didn't want to no-sell that.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if I would no-sell Ken Shamrock. Because he'll make it hurt if that's what you want.
Yeah.
He's really taking it to Ken though.
I
told you you cannot beat up a meth head. I don't care how good you think you can fight.
You cannot.
No, my friend that's a cop has many stories about having to tase and try to restrain meth heads. No, and they never go properly.
They have the strength of 20 men. Let me tell you.
They do.
It never goes well.
They are strong. They're not built. Most of them aren't built like that man either, but they're just as strong as he is.
No. Hall was framed. What was Hall framed for? You see the sign in the background? It said Hall was
has
framed.
something to do with the plane ride from hell, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh! It's Master Sexay, or I don't know what they're calling him here. Probably just Brian Christopher.
Brian Christopher here, yeah.
Man. Well, I know I'm gonna have to take a drink for Brian.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jerry.
Tragic story. Brian Christopher, one of the many wrestlers that have been a subject on my favorite podcast, Crime and Sports.
Was he into like drug dealing or something?
He's into doing drugs, not really dealing them.
I knew he enjoyed them. I just didn't know if he was trying to make a business out of it.
The funny thing is, his father, Jerry Lawler, also had an episode of Crime and Sports.
Oh,
I'm sure no one's surprised to hear that.
No, most of those late 70s Memphis fellows enjoyed things that they shouldn't have.
Yeah. The grossest
I think with Jerry Lawler, it was more a liking of extremely young ladies, though.
That's what the deal was with most of those Memphis wrestlers back in the day.
Unfortunately. I think this is it. Are we down to the final 5 here? The way they're staring at each other, I don't feel like anybody else is coming out.
Yeah, this big Frankenstein goof has been in there forever.
He really had. Well, on Apollo, I think Apollo came in like number 3. I like how
Apollo's been in there the longest.
He's like, this little guy does not belong here. Let's get rid of him.
So with the Rock and Roll Express, one of my favorite Ric Flair promos came out of them. Their liking for the young ladies.
You got they pulled out the
where he came out in they're into schoolgirls, where I like my women with a full sweater and an empty head.
That's the Ric Flair thing ever said. Oh, Hall got too cocky, and now he's out on the floor. It's going to be Ken Shamrock versus the Crackhead, which is going to be something.
Now, does this go into an actual match here?
Yep. And Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is out here to officiate.
I thought that was Ricky. It is Ricky.
It is Ricky, yeah.
So here we go. It's, what is it, Malice? We came for Francine.
Malice. Mm-hmm.
Malice
Lord
versus
Shamrock.
Standing there going, you sold me, you sucker. Now get it on my own.
He's about to make it
Shamrock,
so good.
Shamrock, when he is free to take steroids, is a frightening man.
So I just read both those signs in the crowd, and whoever wrote those signs are fucking disgusting.
I think he's a frightening man anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't fight him, like I said. Well, the most frightening thing is too, if you tried to run, Shamrock would just chase you down because he's fast too.
This sucker's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna make me pay for this.
He did the right thing and went for the eyes.
Him in the early days of UFC, running into Hoist Gracie, like not understanding Brazilian jiu-jitsu whatsoever, and still like putting up a fight against Gracie was incredible.
Yeah. It was just funny because most of those guys would look at Gracie and go, "Oh, I'll whip this guy's ass," and it's like, "Hold on, why? How am I going to sleep?"
Yeah. Good night.
Especially when they let him wear the gi, because he would use the gi as a weapon.
Yep.
Okay. Close the distance and choke people out with that thing.
Yep.
He had some good stuff back in the day in those early UFCs.
Yep. I was just thought that's so funny. Because in any interview, anybody who fought Hoist Gracie early on, they would think, "Oh, I'll kill this little guy." Yep. Well, how did that go?
Yeah.
That's when you got to look at things just like you don't want to pick fights with anybody because you never fucking know. The littlest person out there could be like a boxer, and he could hit you 7 times before you even knew what happened.
Yeah, like if I look at Ken Shamrock there, I'm like, yeah, I probably don't want to mess with that guy. I can see this already. I don't.
Right. Uh-oh. He's gonna hit him with the choke slam.
But Hoist
Oh, look
Gracie
at
looks
this.
like he sells shoes at the mall. Like I probably wouldn't be too afraid of him.
Exactly.
That's it. All over now.
Oh man, he would
got the
snap his
arm
arm
bar.
in 14 places by now.
Oh, definitely. Is he gonna tap? I mean, like I said, he did do a whole bunch of meth before he came out here. So
That looked like
He
tapping
would.
there.
That was a tap. There was
I don't know when, like, could we distinguish like when the tap became a thing in wrestling? Because I remember when I was a kid, you had to do the
3-arm.
yeah, the 3-arm
Yeah.
thing, or you had to say you quit, and then I don't know, like I think once UFC became like bigger, like that's when it started being like, you know, you can tap out, you know. But I just don't know when
having to wait for someone to drop their arm 3 times when they're getting choked out in like a rear naked choke. They might be dead by the time their arm came down. You might need to call the coroner, not the doctor.
Like as soon as their hands are limp, they're done.
Yeah. They go bye-byes.
Oh, a big punch there by Malice. He's pouring all of his malice into Ken Shamrock here. He hates Shamrocks. He hates Shamrock Shades. He hates St. Patrick's Day.
Oh man,
can't stand it.
Do you think he went to Detroit and they had the Malice at the Palace?
That's probably what it was. I don't know what year was that. That had to be around this time too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2004 or 5.
Yeah, I think it was. It was 2000. It was one of those years. Yeah, it was 4 or 5 because the Pistons won the championship in 2004. I remember that they beat the Lakers.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, even if
your ankle doesn't look meant to bend sideways.
Right.
No. Oh my gosh, that is bent bad.
Yeah, no.
Well, teach you to know
right angles.
I bet you'll sell that punch next week, won't you, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I don't know if I had cared about the outcome. I'm just tapping here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
Like I said, this is for the NWA Championship, and it is 2005. It ain't worth it.
No, Ricky, ring the damn bell.
Right. And this match has been terrible. I mean, it's been like he put him in a sleeper hold, and now he's got him in an ankle lock. And
oh my gosh, look at the torque on the lower leg too. That's not just the ankle.
No. Oh.
Shouldn't he be disqualified? How are you going to count?
He should be.
Steamboat's like, look here, I'm going to give you the count of 35 to break it, okay?
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Do you think there's any chance we see either of these men in this coming up Royal Rumble?
Oh no, I feel like the Malice guy probably isn't living anymore. But maybe Shamrock, I wouldn't be surprised. He probably could still throw 3-4 people out.
Have we ever decided or found out if it's going to be 40 people in the Rumble this year?
They haven't said anything.
I thought I heard rumors that they were going to do 40 this year, but I didn't know if it's been confirmed.
I think it's a rumor every year, isn't it?
Yeah,
have they got 40 to get fit to go in?
I think with NXT you could figure out 40, but me personally, I hated that 40-man battle royal, and I thought the 40-man royal rumble. I thought I would like it because it was bigger, but it just felt like they just started throwing people in that didn't belong there, so they could get them on. Or like when they did the 50-man battle royal, the greatest Royal Rumble or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just won the belt with the Bailey to Bailey.
He did. That guy's going to be pissed when he wakes up and realizes what a Shamrock did to him.
So how do you feel about Shamrock Shakes while we're on it?
I don't like mint stuff, so no thanks. Glenn,
I don't think they're the greatest.
Glenn, you ever had a Shamrock Shake from McDonald's?
Nope.
No, don't do them over from McDonald's.
Sorry?
You ever had grilled cheese bites from McDonald's?
I haven't yet. No, I intend to.
Please do. And when you do, make a video and then rub the mayor's face in it.
I won't do that.
Come on. Come on. Well, Ken Shamrock is the goddamn NWA heavyweight champion. because he beat Malice, which, I mean, if that doesn't get you in the Hall of Fame, I don't know what will.
Is Ken Shamrock in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not. I'm sure he's in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Well, I know he's in UFC for sure.
Yeah.
If they have one. I'm assuming they have one, right?
Yeah, they have one.
They do.
If not, I mean, he has to be like one of the top guys that would be in it.
Well, now Ken Shamrock is shaking the hands of all the old timers at the ringside area. We've got Don West, Mike Tenay, and not so Post Malone here. What the fuck? He looks like a fat Johnny Depp. Who does he think he is? Chubby Captain Jack Sparrow? What the fuck is going on with his outfit? What is happening here?
I don't know who that is. It looks like who's the fat one from ICP without the paint, the face paint? Shaggy Two Dope.
Yeah, Shaggy Two Dope, I think is his name. Yeah. Oh, no, Jeff Jarrett's pissed. He said, look here, I ain't been spending my day working hard on the go with the hands on the clock spinning too slow for Toby Keith to come up here kicking my ass singing fucking country songs. This is bullshit. I'm a better singer than Toby Keith. God damn.
Oh, man. He should have been a cowboy. I was a cowboy.
It's a great song. That is a great song. Well, I'm going to just turn it off because I don't care what Mike Tenay and not so Post Malone have to say here. That was something.
That was.
I mean, it's got us. It's getting us ready for the actual Rumble. So
that is right.
I'm excited.
Which
I'm
don't
excited
forget,
for the real
the
Rumble.
AW iPod Rumble's coming up Saturday, January the 21st. We're all going to be there. Confident the podcast is going to join us. We're going to drink some alcoholic beverages and say things that we shouldn't say. Glenn, before we let you get out of here, because it's time for you to go to bed because it's 4 a.m, you got anything you want to plug?
Not at the moment.
There you go. Nothing.
Just keep your eye out for Bang Bang Podcast, the British version of this podcast, as I'm popping up on the Christmas special soon. Apart from that, piece of business is on hiatus. We'll be back for the Royal Rumble. Oh, that's it.
Well, there you go, Glenn. We're going to let you get to bed. It's 4 a.m, but as always, thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
Good seeing you again, Glenn.
And you, sir. Thank you. Goodbye.
Take it easy.
Goodbye.
I don't know how he does it, but he does somehow. I would fall asleep for sure, especially watching that last match. That last match would put me to sleep at 4 a.m.
I mean, I typically get 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night.
So I got 3 or 4 hours of sleep last night, and yeah, it's not so good for me.
I'm not quite Vince McMahon getting 2, but usually 4 hours is my tipping point. That's right about where I stop.
And you don't drink, and you don't even have caffeine, so that's something.
I'm a madman. Nope.
I don't know how you do it. Me, I drink caffeine and get more than that sleep, and I want to murder everyone. You somehow can get no sleep, have no caffeine, and be just fine. Except for the McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, yeah, I had a meltdown. I mean, there's certain days that it can just get to me. There's certain things when I have expectations and I build up like excitement for something and then I get let down.
Yeah.
That's usually where it gets me. Like Browns. Like I built up expectations for the Browns this year. Nope, got let down.
See, why do we do that to ourselves? Because I'm a Bears fan, you're a Browns fan. It's never very good for us, and I do the same thing.
We both know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I do the same.
We know what's going to happen. Like
the nice thing for you, though, Mayor, is at least you don't have a fucking favorite college team that does the exact same thing that your NFL team does. So I have to suffer on Saturday, and then I have to suffer on Sunday.
Yeah, so at least we're still in the college playoffs. I don't think we have a chance, and I give us about a 20% chance to beat Georgia. Like if we play 10 games, I think we beat them twice. So if we get one of those two, if we can win one of those 2 games on what's it, Christmas, New Year's Eve, maybe?
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, all we got to do is do that. We can do that. It can happen. And I don't give TCU a chance in hell against Michigan.
I don't think anybody's beating Georgia. I just don't. I just think they're too good of a team. I don't think Ohio State could beat them. I don't think Michigan could beat them. I, of course, want Ohio State to win, but I feel like Georgia probably wins that game by 2 touchdowns. I know you don't want to hear that, but I think they beat Michigan by 2 touchdowns too.
And Ohio State's also missing their best player just because he wants to go directly to the draft and doesn't want to play this year.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, that definitely hurts. I mean, I don't know if he's hurting his own draft status, but
well, he hasn't played all year, has he?
no, I don't think he's played once this year. I think he got hurt last year in the Michigan game, and I don't think he's played since then.
Yeah, he got hurt.
I mean, they touted him as probably a top 3 pick, and he's like, well, I'll just not play.
He'll still probably go top 10.
Yeah, probably. I don't know about top 3, but he'll go top 10 probably for sure.
I don't think he stays in the top 3 at this point. It's hard to take a wide receiver that high in the top 3. A wide receiver.
No,
especially he's not like a big body guy, so I would be leery to take a wide receiver at a 3. I'm a Bears fan though. Anytime they pick a fucking offensive player in the top 10, I'm like, no, I'm not an offensive player. He's gonna be terrible.
Well, I think I've got good feelings about Justin Fields if they can get some stuff around him. He's starting to mature and look a little bit better.
He's the only thing that he's got to do is he's got to figure out a way he's got to start getting rid of the ball faster. Because like I know he's great running, but you can't run like that in the NFL every week because you're gonna get fucking hurt. It's inevitable that if he keeps trying to put up 100 yards rushing a game, he's gonna get fucking hurt. And people say that he can't throw. He can throw.
He can throw.
He doesn't have a good line, and we don't have any wide receivers. Like our best wide receiver is going to be St. Brown on Sunday against the fucking Eagles. It's going to be a massacre.
Yeah.
And it basically all falls. And our defense is terrible, so it's like either Justin Fields scores 4 touchdowns, or we're going to lose by 30. That's how it is. He either scores 4 touchdowns running, or we lose by 30.
It's not a good game plan.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't. Mayor of Canton, you got anything you want to plug as we just cried about football for 5 or 6 minutes?
I'm not going to plug the Cleveland Browns. We'll skip by that. I will plug Mr. Thomas Bryce up there, SportsWire Radio. If you look above my head to the direct right, follow SportsWire Radio. Listen, click on the little Sportinarium button whenever Tom says, hey, we're playing AWI Pod or whoever is on there. Just click listen. You might find a new podcast that you're unfamiliar with and really enjoy it, because that's how I came along AWI Pod, and I came along several other, just listen along, and you never know what you're going to like. So give it a chance. Listen along. Click on that Sportinarium button and just push play and enjoy your day at work or whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
And listen to me. Follow the Mayor of Canton here, and I don't know what I'll be eating here on the old episode 5, but maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad. Who knows?
I feel bad for anyone who has never had Culver's. I just want to say that.
Yeah,
if you've never had Culver's, I feel sorry for you, because that's some good shit.
If at this point it's almost going on 11 o'clock at night, if you haven't had Culver's, I'm not sure if they're still open. Go drive. Go to one right now. Go get some food. Get a greasy double cheeseburger.
Yes.
You won't be sad at 11 o'clock at night.
What you said about how the double cheeseburger is the perfect, combination of bun and meat, I absolutely agree. 1 patty is not enough. You got to get the 2 patties on there. They also have a really good spicy chicken sandwich. I think they have the best spicy chicken sandwich. So if you go there again,
told me about that. I haven't tried it.
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah, my kid told me about that and told me to try the pretzel bites also.
Your kid's a fucking genius, man. Oh, and she said yes, the pretzel bites. The pretzel bites are delicious.
I haven't had them. Haven't had those.
I know why your kid knows what tastes good. I know why she knows what tastes
good.
Yeah. That's it. I don't have anything to plug. You did it all. So that's it. We're gonna talk to you. So we got 1 more week of non-episodes of Superstars, and then after that we will be getting back to our viewing of Superstars from the year 1993. We'll be starting the year 1993, so that's exciting. I don't know what we're gonna watch next week. We'll figure it out. And we will talk to you next week.
Bye, people.